Hello everyone, my name is Kathy Litt. I go by she, her pronouns. I'm a recent alumni from University of Colorado Denver. I graduated this past spring 2021 with my bachelor's in biology and minor in ethnic studies. Throughout my time here at CU Denver, I've been involved in multiple organizations with officer positions. I was also served as a peer advocate leader or PAL, and I served on the Co-I-Am STEM Alliance Minority Participation Work Study Program. I also was a McNair Scholar and a tennis player as well on the CU Denver tennis team. And so I've been very active since day one of my freshman year, and I also identify as first generation. I think with CU Denver, the whole campus itself is very lively, very diverse. So coming from a non-Denver population and in a white community, it was really nice just to see like the diverse like Latinos, the Asian Americans, all the different mix of races and ethnicities here at CU Denver. And also we live downtown, like we're in the heart of downtown. So like if you want to go to a Rockies game, you want to go to a Broncos game or Avalanche, like if you want to go with friends and you were even to like Union Station or like the mall, lots of good food and places to try downtown. And we're really connected to also like the business and banks and like whatever your major is, there's a lot of connections like living downtown. So I was very like welcomed here at CU Denver, especially growing up in like a K through 12 community where there wasn't a lot of like Asian Americans, and I identify as Vietnamese American myself. So it was really nice to like step foot into CU Denver from day one and just like feeling very welcome and seeing other people that look like me, but also getting to know like other people as well that don't identify as Asian American, but being able to like bond and like connect and just like through food or through like clubs and everything like that, like it really just made me love CU Denver even more and being in the city. I think being involved is really like special for me, especially with all the connections I've made with all these different like clubs and organizations, and even like the tennis team or badminton team and my work study positions. Like I was really able to like network and get involved on campus, especially as a first generation college student. I didn't know like anyone coming into college except maybe like a cousin that was like an upperclassman or my aunt that graduated a long time ago from CU Denver and is an alumni herself. And so with like the support of like the professors and advisors and all like the campus communities that I've been a part of, like really made me feel like home here at CU Denver. So that's why I'm very glad I was able to like network since day one with all like the first year like freshman like prep week events, like at convocation, at the first generation banquet dinner, and just like really familiar myself with the campus since day one. And that really established like a home base for me from day one till the day I graduated. And I know as an alumni as well, I'm able to still reconnect with like the Office of Student Life, with the Center Identity for Inclusion, with like the McNair Trio office, and all these different supports and resources that I've had throughout my whole time here at CU Denver that I can come back to and really get their help if I, go to like grad school, down line med school, if I need help on like finding a future job, stuff like that. I have all these different connections already that I've established since day one. I think with leadership, everyone is different, but personally for me, as being involved as I was in like high school with all my clubs and activities, I continue to show that leadership skills like within my time here at CU Denver. So when I joined as a freshman, I participated in various like clubs such as like biology club, minority social PL students, Council of Asian Student Leaders, Vietnamese Student Association, and more. And within these clubs, I was able to really just like attend these meetings and see which ones like I knew I'd like really like and want to continue like throughout my time here at CU Denver. So it's a matter of just like kind of picking and choosing, trying to like try to narrow down the choices. So with being a leader, like after being so involved in certain clubs, made me really encouraged to like apply for these positions myself, especially as back in high school, I had a lot of leadership experience, like running various clubs in like student council and Key Club and National Honor Society and more. I wanted to continue that here in my college experience at CU Denver. And so after my freshman year and trying out a bunch of different clubs, I really was able to apply for Council of Asian Student Leaders, and I stepped up as the chair role, and I was also the volunteer position for the Minority Associated PL students my sophomore year. And from then I was able to like become the president of Minority Associated PL students, and I stayed chair for Council of Asian Student Leaders. I became the president of Asian American InterVarsity, and I was also the secretary for the CBOL Filipino Student Association. So really it was these clubs that I was like involved in since freshman year that really got me to like become a leader and like really learn more about myself like within these student organizations on like a college campus level compared to high school. But of course, all the things that I've learned in high school I can take into these clubs now here at CU Denver. And it was just really amazing just to like find out like what my strengths and weaknesses are, especially as a leader. Like a lot of time management skills, a lot of communication, right? Like there's a lot of different important factors, especially when working with a team. Like being a leader, you also know you're not alone. So it's really amazing like being a part of like all these different organizations with different like officers and advisor to like go to the student life office to give support. So it's just a really great experience to like get involved in, and especially straight after high school. I think with my leadership skills specifically, since I was very active and very involved since day one, it's really like heartwarming to me, like seeing like all the people that I've like mentored, like when I was like a PAL my sophomore year, and then seeing them now as like juniors and seniors, like taking different leadership positions. It shows that to me that I've made an impact here at CU Denver and the community as a whole, because they look at me as like a leader and like a mentor to them, and they want to also do the same and give back to the CU Denver community, whether it's as little as like taking maybe like a public relations like officer role in a club, and right, like promoting out the club and marketing and stuff like that, or even getting involved in doing like work study positions. So they look up to me as a role model, which I'm very like fortunate and thankful for. So it's really like warms my heart when I know that I can lead like the next generation of students here at CU Denver, and that way they know that they can also come to me even though I'm an alumni to like help support them in their club position roles or any other advice they need. Like I have all these like networking emails and contacts for them to like look out to, especially when trying to like plan events and like club meetings and such, especially both virtual and in person. And so it's just amazing just to see how like people that I've known and mentored when I was a sophomore and they were freshmen, and seeing them now as juniors, seniors, taking on these leadership roles has been amazing, especially because they can give to a bigger part of the CU Denver community like I did. With the Student Leader of the Year scholarship that I got junior year, this was when I ran for officer position, so it was already a lot of work. So with the scholarship, I was able to help pay for like some books and some just like any fees and stuff for my first semester senior year. So it was really nice that I had that like $500 scholarship to financially keep me going, especially as I was entering. It was still during COVID. It was like my second semester of junior year, entering my freshman was all online. So that also was a big support, was with this scholarship, being able to continue resuming all my like club leader positions while being, of course, a student first. And I was able to succeed in my academics and still succeed in like running all my positions and officer roles. And of course, like with the scholarship, it was really nice to like not have to worry about a couple like books and fees. And it was really nice to, again, being first generation college student, like the more scholarships, the better. Like even if it's as little as like $5, as much as like $1,000, and like any range, it really helps me as like a first generation student and will like help financially support like me and my family. So then that way I'm not solely just relying on like my parents to like help pay for my college, but also these like little scholarships that add up. So it's definitely made a great impact and great help into paying for my college education. Thank you. Bye.